Hi there and welcome to the Daily Arsenal News Show. Let's dive into today's top stories. Arsenal star told he is running out of time at the club. Arsenal expert Charles Watts has made it clear he thinks Portuguese midfielder Fabio Vieira is running out of time to prove himself at the club and now has a big season ahead of him. Speaking exclusively to CaughtOffside for his latest daily briefing column, Watts discussed Vieira's role in the season ahead and made it clear that this was now a big and important campaign for him, as there will likely be more of an opportunity to stake his claim for a place with the departure of Emile Smith Rowe to Fulham. He said the following: "This is a big season for Fabio Vieira. The Portuguese playmaker arrived for big money 2 years ago, and so far he has done very little to live up to that price tag. So now he has to show he can make an impact in the Premier League, and the imminent departure of Emile Smith Rowe to Fulham should certainly give him an opportunity for more game time. Also, recently when we have seen Vieira, we have seen him being used on the right-hand side of the attack. That's where he has featured in both of Arsenal's preseason games in the USA, and there have been flashes of quality, including the goal he scored in the draw against Bournemouth. The thing with Vieira is, he has that quality. He's shown that during his time in England, but it's about whether he can do it on a consistent basis and whether he has the physical capability to deal with the demands of the Premier League. I don't really like him playing out wide. I don't think that's his best position. I see him more as a Martin Odegaard understudy than I do a Bukayo Saka one. I do believe he is worth sticking with for another season, but wherever Arteta does opt to use him, he has to show now that he can do something for the team, because otherwise you feel that his time is running out at Arsenal." Mikel Arteta labels a new £42 million signing a big personality as Arsenal confirm a transfer. Arsenal have confirmed the signing of Riccardo Calafiori from Bologna on Monday, with the Gunners' boss Mikel Arteta full of praise for the newest member of his squad. The North London club have acquired the Italy international as part of a £42 million deal with the Serie A side, with the 22-year-old penning a 5-year contract at the Premier League club until 2029. The signing of Calafiori will strengthen the Arsenal defense further ahead of the 24-25 campaign, and his versatility will be key for Arteta throughout the season. The Italian is primarily a centre-back, but can also feature in the left-back role, which is where he will likely play. The former Bologna star is coming off the back of a very impressive season with the Italian club, as the 22-year-old featured in 30 Serie A matches, scoring 2 goals and assisting a further 5 as the Rossoblu secured qualification for this season's Champions League. This was followed by some impressive displays at Euro 2024 for Italy, and his performances in Germany may have been the factor that prompted Arsenal to make an official move for the player. One man who is very excited to have got the Calafiori deal over the line is his new manager, and Arteta was full of praise for the player upon the announcement of his arrival. Speaking about Calafiori as part of Arsenal's official announcement of the defender, Arteta was full of praise for the 22-year-old talent. He said, "We welcome Riccardo and his family to Arsenal. He is a great signing and gives us a huge strength to reinforce our defense. Riccardo is a big personality and character with specific skills which will make us stronger as we push to win major trophies. He has already shown great development in recent seasons with his performances for both Bologna and Italy, with his progression and development in the past year being really impressive. We are looking forward to working with Riccardo, integrating him into the squad and supporting him in the years to come." Niiko Williams has made a decision on his future after keeping Arsenal waiting. Niiko Williams is the subject of transfer interest from Arsenal and Barcelona, who are waiting for him to decide whether to leave or stay at Athletic Bilbao. He was a standout performer for Spain at Euro 2024, and several clubs want him to join their squad this summer. Arsenal has been following him for several months, and the Gunners will fight for his signature if he decides to leave. However, it seems a decision about his future was made some time ago. A report in Sport claims the winger has already decided where he will play next season, and Arsenal's pursuit might be in vain. The report claimed that Williams has promised his brother Inaki that he would spend one more season at Bilbao so they could play another campaign together before he considers leaving the club. He remains on holiday, but this report clearly suggests that the attacker will stay with his current club this season. Williams is one of the best wingers on the continent now, but signing him would be tough. However, we remain financially healthy, which puts us in a position to land him if there is any chance he will change clubs. Arsenal working on goal machine transfer and inquire about Chelsea target as well. Arsenal have reportedly joined Chelsea in making some contact with Napoli to inquire about the transfer of Victor Osimhen, though they are also said to be working on Victor Gyökeres of Sporting Lisbon as their main focus. That's according to a report from Italian outlet Corriere dello Sport, who provide an update on Osimhen's future amid ever-strengthening transfer rumors about Chelsea discussing a possible swap deal involving Romelu Lukaku. This potential exchange, which has been reported on by The Guardian and others, could perhaps hand the advantage to Chelsea, but it seems Arsenal have also asked Napoli about the Nigeria international situation, according to Corriere dello Sport. They also state, however, that the Gunners are working on bringing in Gyökeres, so it may be that the Swedish goal machine will end up being the priority for that position. Arsenal surely need an upgrade on the likes of Gabriel Jesus and Edin Ketia, who have not really lived up to expectations in recent times, leading to plenty of games where Kai Havertz and Leandro Trossard filled in up front last season. Even if Osimhen is regarded as the bigger name and is more proven at the very highest level, it could be that Gyökeres would be the better option for Arsenal anyway. The 26-year-old scored 43 goals in 50 games in all competitions last season, taking the Portuguese top flight by storm and showing that he could surely be capable of playing at an even higher level. Osimhen, by contrast, actually only scored 17 goals in 32 games in all competitions last term, down from the 31 he managed in 39 games the year before, so it's not clear if he is really done enough to earn the hype that he's had in recent times. It will be interesting to see how this saga develops, but it may well be that Arsenal will end up the winners here if they land Gyökeres and Chelsea get Osimhen. Which midfielder is Arsenal's top transfer target according to expert? Discussing the latest on the Merino deal, Watts provided his latest information on Arsenal's pursuit of the 28-year-old, whilst also tipping him to shine in English football. He said the following: "I'm fully expecting Arsenal to step up their attempts to bolster their midfield now. Their move for Riccardo Calafiori has been confirmed. We know that Mikel Merino is a player they like. The club had identified him as a target before the Euros, and his brief performances for Spain and Germany only confirmed that he is a player who could make an impact in the Premier League. There is believed to be rival interest in Merino from clubs in Spain, as he is expected to be available at a good price due to his contract status at Real Sociedad, but I do think Arsenal will step up their interest in the 28-year-old, having finally secured the signature of Calafiori. There have been links to other midfielders midfielders. I have seen Fabian Ruiz mentioned recently. That's not one I have heard anything on myself yet, but he is a fine player, of course. I still think Merino is the main target, though, and he would be a fine addition. He would add versatility, which is so important to any signing who comes in under Mikel Arteta. Physically, he looks well suited to the Premier League, and along with Calafiori, looks like he could really bolster Arsenal's left-sided options for the new season. I think an important thing to remember when looking at Arsenal's midfield is that a pathway needs to be left for someone like Ethan Nwaneri to progress over the next 12 months. Nwaneri has shown during the preseason tour in the United States that he is more than good enough to make an impact at senior level. He looks totally at home in the first team environment, and you can see that the senior players trust him enough to give him the ball even when he is under pressure. The imminent departure of Emile Smith Rowe should give Nwaneri a real opportunity, so you don't want to bring in too many players that end up blocking the pathway of a young player with so much talent. I will be uploading daily Arsenal news, so keep your eyes on the channel and don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate your support. Peace out.